Welcome and welcome back. Real sailing ahead, along with some fun destination activities. We are in the highly desirable freshwaters of the Great Lakes, making our way north to Canada, but we're in Grand Traverse Bay today, going from West Bay to East Bay for our final quick stop in Elk Rapids. We have some supplies to pick up, and there's not much of a harbor there. One really needs to go into a marina. So we've tied up, run into town, and checked out the very eclectic downtown of Elk Rapids, Michigan, which has been tastefully modernized to keep its small village charm, but also have coffee shops, restaurants, and small retail shops overlooking the Elk River, which runs between Elk Lake and Lake Michigan. Downtown has a great vibe, and the grocery store is within walking distance. How can you beat that? It's a beautiful marina, it's a gorgeous town, but no doubt about it, we're in the north, and this just doesn't last. Summers here are incredible, winters here are harsh. So people really enjoy themselves when the summer presents itself. And right now, we are presented with an opportunity to keep moving north. Let's see if we can do this without fouling any lines on the far side. We are clipping along at about 5.5 knots. I'd like to go a little faster, but I don't think the wind will support it. But after I put up my sails and installed my lazy jack system, the Dutchman system on a Catalina, I can see that my line is a wee bit loose. So when I drop the sail, it won't be as organized on top of the boom as it should be. Let me show you. That's bad. The sail will slide down this line because the line goes down through the holes in the sail, right? So I have to loosen this fixture down here, pull down some line, and we'll be good to go. You may recall, if you are a regular watcher of Stir Crazy Sailing and Adventures, I had my line too tight after I left Deltaville, Virginia, and broke my Dutchman system. And I needed Chris Warner to help me down in Titusville, Florida. Thank you again, Chris. There's always another job to do while sailing. Good times. Winching me up was no easy task. Pretty up here. By the way, this elderly looking mainsail is getting replaced. More on that in episodes ahead, as well as how you can creatively save a buck on this very expensive maintenance item. Beautiful day out here sailing. Nice day to do a bit of sail work. All right, so that's tight. And then I gather up this line and stuff it back in the bag and then zip it. It's a good system. I finished that project not a moment too soon because when I cleared Grand Traverse Bay and got back out into the big lake, the wind was strong enough to blow the foam off your Guinness. Clearly I had up too much sail for conditions, and the sail I had up was a mess. So I rerouted from my original intent to go to Beaver Island over to Lake Charlevoix. If you watch any videos about sailing the Great Lakes, you'll see that Lake Charlevoix is one of the favorite stops for cruisers.
Before getting into Lake Charlevoix proper, boaters need to pass through Round Lake, which is surrounded by opulent homes and beautiful boathouses. While I couldn't get the exposure quite right in these shots, I think you can tell how beautiful of a place Lake Charlevoix is.
That is one long lake. I don't know how many miles it is. It's here. Is it 18, something like that? Yeah.
Cruisers who make it to Lake Charlevoix don't need to be in a hurry to leave. Supplies are easy to get. There are grocery stores in Boyne City, East Jordan, and Charlevoix. There are also mountain bike trails, and boaters can get some exercise by changing modes of transportation.
Try number 2, some waves. Sort of knocked the bike off a bit. Oh, damn, and it's a bit windy. I get to go into, where am I? East Jordan today, and I'm only here because of their gym. I'm here because of their mountain bike trail and their gym, but I've got to get myself cleaned up. You just missed me shaving. Let's see if we can do this.
There was also one other small adventure ahead I didn't expect.
I had no issues with getting the bike on. I'm keeping it on. And because it floats, I don't have my life jacket on it. I discovered that this bike will float in the water, so the stakes are not quite as high if it goes over. But there we go. That's what we like. Now it's a bit more stable on there. Fabulous. There is a mountain bike trail within just a few blocks of downtown. And look, tools! It's a good mountain bike path. Browns Creek Pathway. One issue is, of course, well, not of course, but one issue is they don't have porta-johns or changing stations, and I like to wear my bike pants, and we're right next to the high school, and I'm telling you, going into the woods, pulling off your pants and putting on your bike pants next to a high school, probably a bad idea, right? So, I will get going, and then maybe there will be a facility along the way. Oh my. All right, nice marker to start. Confusing marker afterward. Let's go this way.
The sun came out and the place just brightened right up. This is the same day, and I didn't tint these images at all.
Rocks and pebbles don't matter.
Just a beautiful day.
Whoa. Going down.
I think every town in the world has its own claim to fame, and in East Jordan, Michigan, well, that's the home of East Jordan Iron Works. You can go anywhere in the world, look down at the manhole cover you're standing on top of, and it might just say East Jordan Iron Works. Same thing with fire hydrants. A friend of mine looked down below his feet and saw one in Istanbul, Turkey. After all, everything has to come from someplace, right?
Plenty of boulders out here. Whoa! Front tire wants to wash out on the sand. Holy smoke. Grip on your right with all your might, on your left with no heft. I'm pulling too hard on my front brake. But I'm unfamiliar with the trail, and that just comes with the territory, riding a bit more cautiously than if I were familiar, which could get me into trouble because this is slick. So do you want me to get out here?
So this is just going to be the site where these guys are ending.
Okay, sounds great.
Like I said earlier, this area is filled with wonderful activities.
Dropped off in the wilds of Michigan. I'm kayaking on my own.
Stir Crazy is branching out from mountain biking side trips.
Hardly an intrepid activity.
This outfitter is right across from the beach.
Anyway, they were kind enough to drop me. I'll do a paddle for a couple of hours, get some video. I'm excited to do this. Thanks for joining me. And away we go. I just saw a salmon or a trout from a distance. I hope I see more big fish. It was a big one too. There we go. We've gone 6 feet and we're stuck. See if I can resolve this issue. A little bit of current. All right. And some logs in the water. Some rapids here, little rapids. Cool. Getting started with a little speed. Bump. Fabulous. Yeah, we're cranking. Avoiding the shallows. Fun, fun, fun. Ah! Whoa, that was close. Few overhangs, and I'm paying more attention to the camera than I should. But I want you to have fun too. Yeah.
The Jordan is designated a wild and scenic river, and it has all the fish in it you would expect to attract anglers. Linked in the description is a nice fishing video on the Jordan by Andrew Potter. There aren't many homes on the Jordan, but those that are there are pretty special.
The paddle cam. Whoa. This is one of Michigan's wild and scenic rivers, the Jordan. And it's, I don't know, it's maybe 40 minutes from Boyne City. Whoa! There has not been any rain here for a while, yet the river is flowing very quickly.
As you can tell, even though this river may not be that challenging, a paddler definitely needs to pay attention. The Jordan River does flow out to Lake Charlevoix, so I could have used my own kayak and paddled all the way back to my boat if I wanted to, but I like this purpose-built kayak better for this particular activity. Overhangs, rocks, and obstacles like the log ahead made this bite-sized adventure a lot of fun.
I don't know what he is, or she. I don't know what that bird was, but it was cool. I hope I got a good shot of it. Yee! I'm no Jim Baird, that's for sure. But being out here in the wilderness feels really nice. I'm getting a shot of your beautiful cabin if you don't mind.
That's all good.
Cruising a sailboat, I do see a lot of adventure and nature, but I really enjoyed this variety. It was good for me, and I'm really glad you came along. Thanks. I'll see you again soon.
You guys are just small. There's a storm coming, and I've got to batten the hatches. I think we're going to get all kinds of fireworks tonight. Holy smoke. Yeah, if you can trim a dog, you could cut my hair, that's for sure. That's ridiculous.